Manja, manja, bon appetit, let's eat. It's time for Tank's Cooks. Manja, manja, bon appetit, let's eat. It's time for Tank's Cooks. It's time once again for Tank's Cooks. Alright, you know, when it gets cold and you don't feel well, sometimes a bowl of chicken soup is just what the doctor ordered. Now, we got the chicken broth soup, the chicken noodle soup, but in Italy, the Italian way is chicken pastina soup. Now, I've made something similar like this before in bigger batches, but this is a quick, easy way to have chicken pastina soup in less than 30 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one container of chicken broth. Yes, one container of chicken broth. We're going to pour it into a pot. Pour into the pot. Pot. Going into the pot. Pour the whole thing out into the pot. Yes, indeed. All right. And we'll add a few bouillon cubes to zest it up a little bit. Now we're going to heat this up into a boil, and then we're going to add some acini, babe. And we're basically going to be done. It's like easy peasy lemon squeezy. So let's get some bouillon cubes in there to liven it up just a little bit. Liven up. All right. We're going to liven up the soup just a little bit soup. So we're going to heat this into a boil. We're going to boil this up. Here we go. We'll put 3 bouillon cubes in to liven it up a little bit. There's 2. And there's 3. All right. All right. Now we gotta wait till this comes up to a full boil to add our acini, babe, and then we'll be getting the next step. But a watch pot never boils, so check back in about 5 minutes. All right, the broth is finally boiling, and now we'll add the pastina. All right, when it reaches a boil again, then it will be done. Chicken pastina soup. Now, before it starts to boil, and you want it to boil maybe about 5 minutes too once it's boiling, we're gonna add a little bit of accent. I put this shit on everything. And a little bit of Romano cheese, grated Romano cheese. Chicken pastina soup. Let's stir this cheese in a little bit so it melts into the broth. And once this is fully to a boil, and the acini, babe noodles soak up the broth and the cheese, we'll be ready to eat. All right, we're almost done. Look at this. Look at that nice boil and up and doil. Here we go, chicken pastina soup. Let's get this another minute and then we'll pull it off and plate the meal. right. Time to plate the meal. Time to plate the meal. Yes, indeed. We'll pour it right into this bowl. Let's get down a little bit lower. There we go. Time to plate the meal. Time to plate the meal. Here's our chicken pastina soup. Kind of like a penicillin for Italians. Italian, authentic Italian. And if you want, you could always add a little more cheese and a little olive oil to thicken and enrichen it up. But I think we're thick and rich enough. And so, let's see how this came out. I'm feeling stronger already. If you have any other recipe ideas, send them to njtank99@gmail.com. And don't forget, manja manja, bon appetit, let's eat.